Throughout my time of being a producer, I've come across many different types of people, many different types of artists, rappers, musicians, and a lot of them were really cool people. Some of them, when you're trying to sell beats, right, and you have a lot of people who treat this shit like some kind of mini game inside of an RPG where you can haggle the shopkeeper and get upwards of 50%, 60%, fucking 100% because you're 14 years old rapping into your blue snowball and your pockets are tight because you have no job. Or you can be in your 30s and you also don't have a job because all of your priorities are out of whack and you're trying to get your rap career off the ground. Meanwhile, your wife and child have been doing nothing but eating the asbestos out of the ceiling of your old ass house that you have in the trenches because you're too broke to move them out. I'm bringing up these random hypothetical examples that I have in no way seen in real life at all. At all. I bring these examples up because, I've done a lot of complaining about these types of rappers, but there's a whole other side of music that I just didn't really talk about, mainly because I didn't really have a reason to talk about it. I have dipped and dabbled in talking some shit about producers. And I say producers, but it was only one. It was fucking Nico East. And it's the whole reason why I stopped doing those tutorials. It's because producers would take the melodies and march around as if they made it themselves. And then I would find out about it because somebody would come into my comments, or I would just stumble across it, or whatever the case may be. This case in particular, however, is probably the most interesting as well as the most egregious shit I've ever had to personally deal with in my time of being a producer. And honestly, it's really not that crazy on its own. The thing that makes it the most craziest, admittedly, is just the fact of who exactly found this stolen beat. And the crazy thing is, this particular beat has been stolen not just this one time, but twice. There was somebody in my comments of the beat or of the tutorial of the beat, and they were like, hey man, this guy here decided to steal your beat and it's called this. And I go to it and I'd leave a comment. I'm like, yeah, glad the tutorial helped, I guess. And he was like, yes sir, we gotta lock in, gang. To any producers out there who might think it's a good idea to take somebody's fucking tutorial and recreate it almost one-to-one, and then when they find you, they comment and then you respond like, come on, let's get some work in together. Like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. Especially when you took the melody, stole it, recreated it almost one-to-one, and then you upload it with zero credit, and you only give the credit when people in your comments decide to say, hey, this sounds familiar. Hey, this is from the bonus stage tutorial. And then bonus stage himself comes into your comments and you're like, hey man, let's lock in, bro. No, I will lock you in a cell, throw away the key, and starve you. You thief, you auditory vandal, you pilferer of production. Hey man, we should work. How about you should die? Preferably slowly. Also, just for the sake of the video, I'm exaggerating. It's never that serious. I hope y'all live prosperous lives, unless you're still practicing stealing beats, in which case you probably should be lynched. And I can't find the exact comment. I don't remember. I can't find the exact DM, but long story short, one of my viewers notified me that, hey, this person stole your beat and got Ericdoa to hop on it. And I'm like, oh shit, what? Word? No fucking way. It's a little bittersweet because this is a crazy landmark if this is the case, because technically Ericdoa got on one of my beats, but at the same time, it's not my beat because somebody stole it and I'm not credited and he doesn't know that I made it. He doesn't even know who I am. And I say it's bittersweet because for me at this point, the biggest artist to ever use one of my beats is fucking Rewind Raps, and he didn't pay me or put me on any splits or anything for that matter. He just kind of let me know that he has some songs recorded. And I was just like, oh shit, that's cool. Well, he's a pretty big artist in the plug and B scene, so surely this will equate to something important, and it didn't. If you got rules to follow and you got a business you trying to run, let these motherfuckers pay you. Let these niggas pay you, bruh. Get your money, get your bread. But anyways, back on topic for the actual story here. I decided to DM one of the producers who was involved with this beat because, funny enough, this stolen melody had like 3-4 producers all together, and it was basically a collaborative project, which is crazy to me because it's a stolen melody and like some drums. So it's like how many people did things. But anyways, I decided to DM somebody. I don't know who this guy is, but I say, what's up? You sent bro the melody for this beat? And then he, with his good manners, responds by saying, yo, sup, in response to my what's up. Very 10 out of 10 level conversational skills here from this producer. He says, hit DM Spica. I make the drums on this beat. So and this is another thing, bro. I'm really confused because this guy did the drums. This guy Spica apparently, I guess, did the melody, but he also got the melody from somebody else. So it was 3 people on the beat. Why does there need to be 3 niggas? I'm so confused now that I'm just going back into this story. Anyways, I decide to fucking DM the other guy, Spica. He immediately gets back to me with a yo bonus stage, and then he says, I didn't even understand why they write to me, the mysterious they. Anyways, he's essentially explaining that he didn't understand that the melody was stolen, and he apologized and he didn't know. Which is fine, you know, especially if the beat was sent to you by somebody. That's fine. That's cool. And so far, I don't even have a problem with Spica right now. But he decides to ask me if he should credit me or just remove the beat entirely. And so me wanting to get to the bottom of this and figuring out who the fuck is sending out my shit. I don't know if they're getting paid to send out these loops or what. I don't know. So I want to figure out who it is, and I ask who sent you the melody. And then I explain to him that I have hella people who reproduce my shit and they still have their beats up, and some I probably haven't even heard yet. Even to this day, this very day in the big 2025, there's probably a bonus stage beat out there that niggas don't know is a bonus stage beat that I don't know has been stolen. So it is what it is. He then explains to me that a quote unquote no-name producer sent him a melody in a mysterious telegram. And I find this particular message a little weird now that I'm going back into this story and looking through these screenshots. Because in these same DMs, he then later says that he doesn't have Instagram or Twitter because he's from Russia. Huh? And then he says that his nickname is Kosha Flex. So the no-name producer has a nickname of Kosha Flex, which is also the @ of his Instagram. And I know that's the @ of his Instagram because I then later got into contact with him. But we gotta get into that. We gotta get into that later. We gotta finish up with this guy right here. So going back to those DMs from earlier where he mentions that he's from Russia and Russians don't have Instagram or Twitter, I guess that nigga Vladimir over there is running that shit with an iron fist. I say I got you. I'm just a little confused on the situation. Like, if this producer sent you the melody, why isn't he credited? Did he say he didn't want credit? And then he says, I didn't credit him because he asked me to. Or I guess he asked him to not credit. These niggas be typing a little weird. Y'all are gonna see it throughout the video. I didn't credit him because he asked me to. Apparently he didn't want it to happen the way it is with me now. Kosha Flex is his nickname. Okay. And so in between all of this, at some point I decided to tweet out because, you know, at this point in the story, the Ericdoa snippet is out and I've been, you know, ruminating over it and I've been listening to it because it sounds good. So I just tweet out, niggas stole my melody and got Ericdoa to hop on it. If I backflipped into the Mississippi River right now, would anyone blame me? It's a little dark humor, jokey joke to kind of cope with the situation. Obviously, I'm still here telling the story, so I didn't go through with it. And that might be unfortunate to somebody on Earth, I'm sure. But fortunate for me, because I get to sit here and talk about it. I tweeted this well before I got into contact with any of these producers. Any of the producers that I contact in this video, this tweet was made well before that. So fast forward to this other point in the DMs, he's explaining how the guy sent him a quote unquote royalty-free loop, and that obviously wasn't the case. And he's apologizing. And the dude doesn't seem like a bad guy, man. He seems cool, like he's apologetic. He's helping me get into contact with people. I really didn't have a problem with him. But then here we go right here. He sends me a screenshot of my tweet. And he's fucking flabbergasted. What the fuck, man? Why are you writing stolen when I explained the situation to you? Bro, my reputation could suffer a lot because of this. And now here I am, telling this story, getting mad all over again. Nigga, fuck you and fuck your reputation, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you. I explained the situation to you. Nigga, how about I explain the situation I had with your mom where she was on both of her knees, turned around and I was behind her and I draped my dick over her head and it reached the bridge of her nose like a Roman helmet. How about that? Now, obviously, that's not what I said in response to him at the time. I went ahead and went the slightly more mature route and I just explained to him, well, someone stole my melody. Whether it was you or someone else, it really doesn't matter. The melody was mine, made by me, and used by you. And I had zero credit when Ericdoa saw it and decided to use it. And you're acting like I didn't make that tweet before I even got in touch with you. And I'm not deleting it because it's not like I lied with the info you gave me. And it's like he's not even understanding that the tweet was made before I even talked to him. Like, regardless of his explanation, the beat was still stolen. It is what it is. And then he responds to that one message where I said I would not delete it, even though he didn't. To be fair, he didn't ask me to delete it. So he's not wrong saying he didn't ask for something to be deleted. I explained the situation to you from my side. Believe it or not is your business. But if your subscribers write to me, it won't be cool. I'll just delete this great beat. Nigga, fuck you and that beat. Oh my God, the beat is great because of me. The beat wouldn't be great if it wasn't for my melody. This great beat. Okay, delete it. I got the original uploaded. Oh my God, that was actually genuine anger right there. I for real got frustrated rereading that. Holy shit. Anyways, to put a fucking lid on this guy's part of the story, he eventually ended up deleting the beat. So that's that with him. Pretty much over with. We're almost at the end of the story here, so this is the last stretch. Here we go with Kosha Flex. So I basically DM him and I come in on some chill shit. I'm just like, what's up, bro? You're a producer? And that was on December 9th of 2022. He didn't respond. December 12th, I reached back out. Someone told me you sent them one of my melodies on Telegram and you told them it was royalty free. Some more days go by, December 18th. Hey, I'd really like it if you DM'd me back and confirm what I heard is true or false. And then he gets back to me on Christmas Eve of all days. What's up? Nah, bro. I'm studying now. No more. And didn't send anybody any loops. That's my Russian. Y'all like that? Y'all like that shit? Let me know if I should voice act. But then I go ahead and respond to that message and I just let him know, hey, this guy is saying otherwise. You're saying he's lying and you didn't send him this melody? And then his response is, I was learning how to write melodies. Saved and accidentally sent project. It happened by accident, bro. It won't happen again. Really, I'll be more attentive. I'm sorry, and please don't write to me. I don't speak English well. He says as he types in perfectly legible English. Anyways, yeah, and then also, now we're on the topic. I've been putting off putting this video out for a while. I've been procrastinating, recording, and all this other shit. But then I randomly decided to check up on this guy's Instagram, and then it appeared that he had it deleted. But it wasn't deleted. The nigga blocked me. This bitch ass, Usuri Brown Bear riding, fucking Vladimir Putin shrine in his closet having ass nigga decided to block me. What the fuck? Anyways, I actually want to thank him for doing that blocking because it's with him blocking me and me finding out that I was blocked somewhat recently actually that inspired me to make this video and actually get off my ass and stop procrastinating because I've been talking about making it for a very, very long time. I found that shit out and then I was like, you know what? Maybe I will make that video. And so here we are today. And that's really about it. There's not really much else to the story. This is just another nail in the coffin as far as me making tutorials go because that shit was just really annoying to deal with. Of course, I do make shit on stream every now and then, so if you want to steal from me, you actually got to work a little bit harder and catch me when I'm streaming and be a part of the stream in order to do so. So, I mean, there's that. Oh, also, yeah, speaking of which, twitch.tv/ILYbonus. I actually waited to the end of my video to advertise myself instead of doing it at the beginning, since that's when people are actually trying to pay attention, and then when you advertise, start thinking you talk too much. I go on that fucking diatribe every single time I record a video. I won't go into it here. But hey, Twitch, as well as TikTok, ILYbonus, my Instagram, Stage Bonus, and join the bonus stage, a magical wonderland of Discord things. It's a fucking Discord, just join it, bro. If you join the Discord, you'll be getting notifications of not only when I'm streaming, but also when I'm doing streams, where if you're a producer or an artist, you can submit your songs or beats for me to react to. And we always have a fun time whenever I decide to do that.
Really, I guess because of the minor chords or whatever, but that shit sounds devious. That shit sounds like somebody up to no good. It sounds like somebody up to no good with a tinge of sadness. It sounds like a very understandable villain.
Join the Discord, make yourself at home, make some friends, all that good stuff. And that's really the end of the video. If you've had the attention span to make it this far, I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you choose not to, then perish. Bye.